Florida Panthers series. I mean, it's been insane how much they.
That's not what we're saying.
That's not what we're saying. You're totally freaking lost in this conversation.
You have to file it all.
It's like devil rays and rays.
There's a history in this league.
The tab is on you.
You got it, man.
Or the tab is on me.
You got it.
What has Daniel Jones done in 3 years? He hasn't even missed
About rings. This is what I care about.
Well, what about Tampa?
No, Jimmy's the idiot.
Yeah, Jimmy's All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for another episode of Dougie Sports Talk. It's your boy, Dougie Sarabo, and we got Big Dave Mendoza. David Mendoza, what's up, bud?
Yes, sir. As Mr. Reynard would say.
Yeah, he would. That's how I introduce him, and that's how he says hello.
Yep.
All right, so let's get started because you've been trash talking your boy a lot. You've been saying, "Oh, you Giant fans, and that's basically stereotypical.
It's the same thing you say. You Yankee fans, you Patriot fans.
Well, with the Patriot fans, you guys are what, 7-2, and we're already crowning them. We're saying, "Oh, they're back, baby, they're back." Drake May, next Tom Brady.
No, we don't.
I'm pretty sure I actually saw a Instagram slide of someone saying that.
Listen, when we stat compare, yes, the stats compared from Drake May and Tom Brady are almost identical. So, the numbers are there to prove it.
They are, but it's only 9 games. The second year, you really can't dictate where someone's going to end up.
Remember those words. Remember those words.
What words? You can't dictate?
What you just said.
It's only 9
Second
games.
year.
Yeah, second year.
We can't dictate what's going to happen.
We can't.
Remember that.
No one knows the
We're here
future.
for a reason. We're here because you as a Giants fan, and the glazing of Jaxson Dart.
I'm not glazing Jaxson Dart, but he's been phenomenal his first 6 games or so. Think about his
first 6 games, like you said.
Early momentum, the way he started against the Chargers, first drive, touchdown. These were games, he won in games that I recall from, David Mendoza. I won't be surprised if they go 0-4. I won't be surprised if they don't even win a game. Meanwhile, he's beaten the Eagles, the Chargers.
Divisional game.
What's with everybody in the divisional game?
Divisional games. Listen, divisional games, I always tell you could go either way. They play each other twice a year, every year. Come on, man.
I know they could go either way, but you can't just say, "Oh, he's the next Daniel Jones." Next Daniel Jones.
I didn't say he was the next Daniel Jones. You see, you always putting words in my mouth.
I
said is,
did you?
When I see Jaxson Dart, I see Daniel Jones on that field, because everything Jaxson Dart does was the same thing that Daniel Jones did when he was on that team.
But Jaxson Dart always played like that, even in his days at Ole Miss. I think he put up 14. You guys are, you Giants fans are, this is our franchise guy. I
this
think
is the
he
guy
is.
we want.
He's showing early signs that he could be the guy.
So did Daniel Jones at one point.
He was very inconsistent. He was hurt. He would always get hurt. He wouldn't play through a full season. He would fold under pressure. We saw that yesterday, in fact, against the Steelers. 3 interceptions, last-minute drive.
Great frontline defense on that Steelers.
I think they sent out the blitz. Throws a turnover. So
yeah, but if you watch play-by-play, Jaxson Dart, right?
Yeah, play-by-play.
Has to scramble. Has to run and throw the ball on a fly. All right?
That's the style of play.
The guy has probably more rushing yards than the running backs over there. Exact same thing that Daniel Jones used to do over there.
No, but it's a little bit different. Daniel Jones did it because the O-line wouldn't protect him as much. Jaxson, the O-line hasn't been bad this year. It's mostly the defense that has been costing the Giants games. When you put up 32 against the Broncos, that says a lot. When you put up 34 against the Eagles on a primetime game,
I get that.
Something
But the point is if you look at Jaxson Dart at the beginning, the first 6 games that he's played exactly the same style Daniel Jones played when he was over there. And what happened to Daniel Jones sooner or later? He got hurt. He kept getting injuries because he kept getting hit. Look at Jaxson Dart. He got hit the last game, and it was a big hit on him. Imagine getting hit like that every single time because you're scrambling. Come on.
Yeah, but I just think his projection, his trajectory will be a lot better than Daniel Jones and what we've seen from Daniel Jones compared to Jaxson Dart in a Giants uniform. Jaxson Dart won a primetime game, something that Daniel Jones and the New York Giants did not do when Daniel Jones was the guy. So we're seeing different.
Like you said,
strides.
because of that offensive line was so garbage.
I agree.
There is
in
no
some
shape or
aspects.
form. Am I saying that Jaxson Dart is a horrible quarterback? See, this is the problem that you got. I'm saying is that when I watch Jaxson Dart on that field, he reminds me of exactly what Daniel Jones did when he was over there, as in rushing, scrambling, throwing on the fly, getting hit when he scrambles. All those consist of the same thing that Daniel Jones did over there. And look at Daniel Jones when he left the Giants. He went to the Indianapolis Colts. He had them. He's 7-2 right now. Big whoop. He lost against the Steelers. I knew it. I can't coming into this week. I said it's Indy's time for them to lose a game finally. But the guy leads in a lot of stuff right now, passing yards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He had the best record coming into this weekend. They still have one of the best record coming into next weekend.
Well, it's also in a weak division.
Weak division.
Are you going to tell me the AFC South is not a weak division? Kind of like the NFC South?
Almost every division is weak right now. Every team is dealing with injuries. That's the same thing. People, look at the Patriots' schedule. It's so easy. Oh, yeah, obviously, because the Ravens suck this year. Their whole defense is hurt. Lamar Jackson was hurt. The Bengals suck this year. Joe Burrow was hurt. They finally brought Flacco in pretty late. Yeah, he started winning some games. Defense started giving up points. But still, every division is like that this year.
I agree, but it's different compared to Jones and Dart in many aspects. And when you look at it, you got to look at his efficiency. You got to look at the way he doesn't force the ball. He scrambles. He says he does what he thinks is best for the moment. He doesn't force the throw. He doesn't get turnovers. He doesn't fumble the ball as much as Daniel Jones did. And I think that's the difference that we're seeing between Jones and Dart. That's why I don't say they're the same. They're playing the same way, because I don't think they're playing the same way. Dart is making smarter decisions than Daniel Jones did as a Giant. He would just force the ball. He wouldn't throw it away. Dart runs around if he's getting tackled, and he's like, no, I'm just going to get the space I need. If he has pressure on him, he doesn't throw the ball. He doesn't throw the ball into the defender's hands. He throws it away. That's why I say when I see Dave, I'm like, Dave, what are you talking about? It's not the same. And the same type of style, but it's different. The way he performs is a lot different than Jones when he was a New York Giant. Now, I'm not saying the whole thing was Daniel Jones' fault, but he had to be a lot better and a lot smarter.
I mean, he does. But at the same time, when you're doing the exact same things that a past quarterback has done, which is having to scramble, having to
what
throw
about
a fly,
Patrick Mahomes?
the same thing is going to happen to him.
What about Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow sometimes? All quarterbacks that run the ball.
Yeah, but they don't get hit as much. They're smart. A lot of these guys, like you watch Patrick Mahomes when he rushes, where does he rush? Towards
outside.
the sideline.
Yeah, to the outside.
You watch a guy like Josh Allen rush. He's rushing. When he sees defenders around, yeah, every once in a while he'll truck them. But at the same time, you'll see him slide. You'll see him go out of bounds as well. These younger guys like Jaxson Dart, they're just getting hit at the end of the day. It's not a smart play. Yes, it looks good. But when you keep doing this and you keep getting hit the way he's getting hit, sooner or later he's going to get injured. We just watched it with Jaden Daniels. He got injured off of nothing. He got injured planting his arm down.
Well, he also was down 31 points and still in the lineup.
Yeah, but there was 7 minutes in that game. You never know. Look at the Giants game when they lost. The defense collapsed. Who was it this past weekend that the other defense that collapsed as well? What game was that?
What was it? What game was
I forgot what game it was. But you never know. Listen, is it stupid being down, being down that much? Obviously. But at the same time, you never know. Who was the game? Oh, we were watching the Bengals game. It was the Bengals game.
Oh, yeah, they were up 42-41 and they lost 47-42.
Yeah, but at one point they were up pretty big, and then all of a sudden the defense just collapsed, and then it just kept going and going and going. Onside kick, got the onside kick back, ended up scoring, getting us some defensive plays, interceptions, scoring. So you never know. I mean, I get it. A lot of fans are mad about him being in there, but at the same time, if you can't believe in your quarterback, if you believe in your quarterback that much, you believe in your team that much, you're going to believe that somehow, some way, you're going to be able to make that comeback.
I agree. But if he's had injury in the past, I wouldn't have risked him being in there and, maybe changing the course of his career, or besides that, changing the course of their season. They're now, 3-6, and you can say it's basically over.
Yeah, but if you look at that, you could obviously say that that was a freak accident.
Oh, yeah, you could make that argument, but at the same time, it's like you're down by 31.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. These young guys are playing hard football right now, trying to go in, trying to win games, and this is what happens. Injuries. He's rushing around. And this is why I say with Jaxson Dart, listen, anybody could say this is their franchise quarterback at the end of the day. But if he ends up getting hurt, ends up getting this, getting that, then you're going to be like, oh, well, he was injury prone. He shouldn't have rushed so much.
Who says I'm going to say that? I know those are points that you can make, but I don't think that's going to happen.
But you never know. I could say the same thing about Drake May. Obviously, looking at him now, does he look like a franchise quarterback? Yes. But it takes one hit, one wrong run where he gets hurt and he's out for a season. Comes back next season and he might not be as good as anymore.
Yeah, the same thing about RG3.
We can say the same thing about Joe Burrow.
Well, let's not go that far. Joe Burrow's career is not over.
Yeah, but he gets injured a lot now. Why? Because of that line.
Turf toe. It's not really a bad injury, but
he had turf toe. He had his finger last year. I believe he had his shoulder last year.
ACL.
Yep.
But he's not that type of guy to just quit like Andrew Luck. He's not that type of guy. The Jedi will be back.
Yeah, but it comes to a point where he wants to come back, and when the doctors say, listen, you're more prone to getting hurt again, and then him getting hurt again. It is what it is. Although this season I have, we've noticed a lot of injuries.
Yeah, a lot.
Like it's crazy this season with the amount of injuries. The Ravens, almost the Ravens whole defensive. You have who else? Joe Burrow that got hurt.
Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar got hurt at one point. He's back now. Now we got Jaden Daniels.
Big Cam. Scatterbo.
Oh yeah. That's another one. That was nasty.
Malik Neighbors.
Yep. A lot of players getting hurt this year. Do you think it's more the way they train, the way they eat nowadays compared to way back when?
Honestly, it could go on many different levels, many aspects. It could be the way they eat. It could be the way they train. Or it could just be the way the game is going. The way
but the game's supposed to, this is the weird part. The game is supposed to be safer now.
It's supposed to.
We got padded helmets. You got the hip drop tackle taken away. Defensive receivers are called more often. The game is supposed to be safer, yet we have more injuries than anything now.
Could it be the turf, the field? I know MetLife has its issues. I know Washington Field has issues.
Could be. I mean, it's just weird. Listen, turf in general, it's hard. It seems like every player dislikes it. Not every team's not going to just change their stadiums. It's cheaper for them to run turf than it is natural grass and dirt. But at the same time, it seems like it's harder to plant.
Yeah, well,
And when
see,
you got a injury that's named after turf, that's a
turf
problem.
toe, yeah. See, MetLife has a problem. MetLife Stadium has a problem, and I'll tell you why. I think you know too, as a big fan. 2026, 2 months away. That's 2 months, Dave. World Cup is coming to MetLife. It's coming to the United States of America.
Yep.
They can't change that turf. They can't change that field until that's over. So you're
Well-
looking at August of next year.
Well, at the end of the day, it's what people don't understand is overseas soccer players do not like to play on turf. When Messi came, at first he refused to play at certain stadiums because there was turf on the field. So, from what I was reading, a lot of these the FIFA World Cup and all of them are saying that depending on the games, whether it's weather or the turf, they might do a game, like one game at one stadium and then try and switch it to another stadium instead because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. A lot of these stadiums, they don't have a dome. So
Yeah,
if
a
it's
lot of them
thundering and
don't.
lightning out, you can't play that game.
I think Arizona has one.
Dallas,
Dallas.
Miami has a dome.
Miami has one.
I think Miami has a dome.
SoFi has one. That's 4 that I know of.
Yeah, I mean, there's not that many with domes.
Yeah, I can't think of a list besides those 4.
Let's see, NFL stadiums with domes.
Louisiana. Pittsburgh is outdoor.
Or with
Buffalo is
retractable roofs.
outdoor.
Here we go. So Arizona, Atlanta, Dallas Cowboys, Houston, and the Colts. So Miami doesn't even have a dome.
It might be retractable.
Yeah, retractables.
Did you mention Minnesota?
No, they don't have a retractable. Let me see. NFL. Let's see. So Caesar Superdome, SoFi Stadium, Allegiant Stadium, and Ford Field are closed domes. So the Saints, the Chargers, the Vikings, the Raiders, and the Lions have complete domes and then retractable roofs are the Cowboys, the Texans, the Cardinals, the Falcons, and the Colts. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams that have a closed roof on them.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I know this is I know we mostly talk football on Dougie's Sports Talk. Well, that's Thursdays, but we're doing this tonight. They just announced the award finalists for Major League Baseball. All right, so I just want to announce them quick. So for AL Manager of the Year, you got Blue Jays John Schneider, Guardians Stephen Vogt, Mariners Dan Wilson, AL Cy Young, you got Hunter Brown, Boston's Garrett Crochet, Tigers Tariq Skubal, AL MVP, and so far they just announced the American League. Guardians Jose Ramirez, Mariners Cal Raleigh, and this is a question mark for me. Yankees Aaron Judge.
Why is it a question mark? If you got to think about it, it's not a question mark.
Well, here, I think this is why it's a question mark. Think about his playoff performance. Think about, did he win the World Series ultimately? How valuable was he to them winning? So
See, that's where you're going wrong. because we're talking about regular season MVP, not postseason.
No, I know that, but when you think about Aaron Judge and
Here we go.
the
Yankee hater.
Yankees
Come on.
and the Yankees, it's just a big question mark because his numbers, if you look at his numbers aren't really spectacular. Like Kyle Raleigh hit 60 plus home runs.
Number one ranked in everything. Come on. Yeah.
I don't know.
Number one ranked in almost everything this season. And he got hurt, and he was still ranked number one.
Okay, yeah, that's the reason he got hurt. So
listen, if I had to make an argument, right?
Yeah.
And you would say, why does Judge deserve MVP, right?
Yeah.
Well, his batting average, his WAR, everything was almost ranked number one, even when he got hurt and came back. Now, if you wanted me to argue while Cal should win MVP, is because even though the stats weren't there, we knew that he was the one that made a difference on that team.
I love how you say the stats weren't there, but meanwhile he hit 60 plus home runs, 120 plus RBI. But keep going.
That's all you got for me. 60 plus home runs. Judge would have surpassed that if he would have stood healthy.
No, I know. I was just saying that's.
But at the end of the day, and this is why I would say that it would come down to Judge or Cal, right? Because of the fact that Judge's stats were there, right? So he was the most valuable player, or I would say the most valuable difference maker on that team, right?
I say so, but you can also.
But let me finish. But he's surrounded by other players as well, right?
Yeah, good roster.
Yes. So the only reason I wouldn't be mad if Cal got MVP is because of the fact that, and take home runs aside, take his RBIs away, right?
Yeah.
Was because every time we would watch that team win, it was because of Cal.
Oh yeah, he was the
He
face
was
of that
the
team
difference
for the whole
maker.
year.
Yeah, he was that
Kyle
difference
Raleigh
maker.
this, Kyle Raleigh that.
So
I'm just surprised like Junior Caminero wasn't a nominee.
Yeah, and you're talking about a guy that's squatting behind home plate
Every game,
still hitting home runs, still hitting RBIs, still playing defensively behind the plate, and if you obviously there's other players on that team that played well, but every time you would talk about that team was because of Cal.
Oh, I agree, but I just don't think it's right that almost every single year there's always a Yankee for like MVP and Cy Young. Something like there's
Well, the stats are there.
Yeah, but there's other guys in Major League Baseball that make impacts, and they just always, for some reason, I don't know what it is. There's always a Yankee there.
We've talked about this for years. It's turned into the stat grabbing, and that's every sport. And stats do have to make it, stats play an important role in your MVP, your Cy Young, obviously. But when it should make a difference between Cy Young, Golden Glove, all that. But when it comes to MVP, we have to base the stats and also weigh in the team. Was it just this one person that stood out through that time, or was there other players that also stepped up at that time? So that's why I wouldn't be mad if Cal won MVP, is because he stepped up a lot for them. And when Judge was down and gone, we had Stanton play well at one game. We had another player play well in another game. There was players that could step in.
Yeah,
but I'm going to tell you what.
That's why I'm
baffled. If Cal was to go out at any point of this past season, I don't think they would have made it that far.
I don't think so either.
And that's why I would say that I wouldn't be mad if he got MVP.
It's like saying Lindor didn't deserve it. Ohtani shouldn't have been MVP last year, if you ask me. They give it to him because of Ohtani and because of the stats.
Yeah.
But while we're on that conversation of award winners MVP, who's your NFL MVP? Because in the start of the year, I said Bo Nix. I think he could get some votes. But I really like the guy that's leading the best team in the NFL. Don't you think it's Matthew Stafford?
No. So if I had to
His
pick,
stats are there. Only
if I had to
less
pick out of
than
all
5
the guys, right?
interceptions.
My number one pick, and I understand that they just lost this past weekend,
Oh,
would it be Daniel Jones?
oh! Don't give me that break. Come on, don't even go there. Come on. No,
Why not?
No, nope. We're not giving it to Daniel Jones. We're not.
Why
giving
not?
him MVP. Like he's the most valuable player of the entire league.
He's the most valuable player on his team right now.
No, he's not. We're not getting into that argument. We are, but I don't know how anyone could sit here and say Daniel Jones most valuable player of the
At this
NFL.
moment, at this point in time, if we were to get rid of this past weekend,
Give
they
me
came in
a
7-1. They
And they
lost
could-
against a good Steelers defense
And
up
they
front.
could
That
have
puts
been
a lot of
8-0.
pressure on quarterbacks.
They could have been 8-0 if the guy didn't drop the ball at the end zone.
Well, there you go.
But give me a break.
Passing yardage, okay? Rushing, running that offense. Who in their right mind would have came in and said, "Oh yeah, the Colts are going to be 7-2 at one point, 7-1 at one point."
I thought they were going to be like 4-13.
Exactly. A difference maker. He came over there and he changed the game.
Don't tell me he changed the game.
He changed the game for those guys.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not. I'm sorry.
I know you were thinking I was going to say Drake May over here.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Which-
oh.
I can make an argument that he should be at that top 3 position for MVP this season.
But the fact that you're
If-
going with Daniel Jones, come on.
Daniel Jones.
No. Like the guy doesn't have Jonathan Taylor on his team, who's leading the league in rushing 895 yards, more than Saquon Barkley, leading the team in touchdowns, leading the NFL in touchdowns, I believe with 12, carrying the ball 157 times. Am I saying Daniel Jones is not going to get MVP votes? I'm sure he is. But
Daniel Jones.
everyone is forgetting about his running back, Jonathan Taylor.
14 touchdowns on a season. Leads the league with 2,404 yards. Okay. Has 101 rating. Okay. He's number 1. He's ranked number 1 in passing this season. Okay.
See, and you throw the stats in there. That stats matter, and that's why Aaron Judge has the MVP case
But-
over Cal.
If we pull up, hold on, because Mr. Who'd you say it was? Who's
Well,
your pick?
At the start of the year, I said Bo Nix. That was my season.
No,
prediction.
right now.
Matthew Stafford, 2 interceptions, 21 touchdown passes, over 2,000 yards.
Yeah, 2,100. Is he playing well? Yes. But at the same time, we have to look at it like this. We're talking about a guy.
That has Puka Nakua, Devontae Adams, Tyler Higbee. I know, but still.
Surrounded by great players as well.
But he's not turning the ball over as much. 2 interceptions, that's pretty damn good.
It is. It is. Listen, I have no problem with him being at the top